Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another exciting episode of your favorite podcast, The Journey Called Love. It's still your favorite girl in the building, Damilola Daisy, and today the episode is going to be to discuss the topic how to know your love. Well, not discuss per se, but of course, we're going to be looking at this topic today. How do you know you're in love? There are signs, yes, and as much as these signs are not like the ultimate, because you still, of course, have to be sure. You have to evaluate your feelings, and most importantly, you also have to make sure that the person that you are falling for is actually the right person to fall for. For me, that I feel like that's the most important thing, because you can be in love and it's with the wrong person. But if you're just confused on whether what you feel is love or not, then trust me, you are in the right place. And as much as these signs are going to be applicable, I'm also going to say that some of the signs might actually not mean love. But if like about I have a lot of signs. I have about 15 of them. So if you have like 10, if you're taking like 10 boxes out of 15, then you know that this is definitely love for sure. You get me? Right, let us get right into it. I can't wait. Yes. Alright, first on my list, I say if you are in love, you would want to choose them over and over and again. You'd want to be with them. You want a life with them, even when they have flaws and you see them. You see their flaws, but you still want to be with them. You want to be in their space. You want to be with them on worst days. You want to be with them when they are not on at their best. You still want to be with them even when you see their bad sides. On days that they show their worst side, on days that they are not lovable, you still love them and want to be with them. You're loving them not if or because of, but regardless. You're not loving them or if they do this or do that. You're not loving them because they're pretty or because they are smart. I mean, that's not just the reason. That's not the only reason. You're loving them even when they act stupid. Do you understand? You still love them, or you still feel that closeness. You still want to be with them when they act up. You want to show up. You want to wipe the tears. You want to send the text even when you are mad at them. You still want to send the text. You still want to communicate with them. You still want to give them a shoulder to cry on even when you are angry with them. You still want to say all of those encouraging words, and you still want to calmly talk things out. Trust me, if this is you, if you're on this table, my brother, my sister, because trust me, these signs are not only applicable to guys, they're applicable to like good guys and ladies. So if you're on this table, you are definitely on this journey of love together with us. Yes. Right. If you're on that table where you want to be in their space, I'm not saying you're obsessed though. There's like clear-cut difference, but you want to be in their space even on their bad days, even on your own bad days. You still want to speak with them. They're like a solace to you, a place where you go to when you're having your worst moment. The worst moment. You're sure they are your joy in chaos. That should be good, anyways. But let's go back to what we are discussing. But they are your go-to person. You want to, when you guys are having issues, you don't feel like to just let it be and keep malice for weeks. You want to call them and talk things out and communicate your differences and find an even ground. You have this I can't breathe without this person. No, I really want us to understand the difference. But you have this, I want to be with this person. This person needs me and I want to show up for her. I want to be there for this person. And because of course there are friendships that you also are in and you're like, oh, I need to be there for my friends and all of that. But you know that there are times when your friends are making you feel uncomfortable, or they maybe hurt you or something, and then you just decide that I'll just be on my own today. But for this particular person, you know that she needs you, and you guys had a fight yesterday, but still you carry yourself and be like, I need to still show up for you regardless. Trust me, my brother, that could be love. Right. All right. Another thing is, or another sign, number two, is if you can give them time. If you can give them time, maybe you, for example, you've been on this girl's case for a while. You've been in a space, you've been asking her house, you've been showing your face here and there, but you are also patient with her when she says, I need time to think about it. You're not rushing, you're not pressurizing, you're not what's that English, you're not disturbing her with calls, you're not putting her under any kind of pressure, you're not barging in her space, you're not inconveniencing her, you're giving her time, you are normal, you're natural, you're allowing things flow naturally. Because sometimes we think that love is in the rush, love is in the pressure, love is in the how obsessed you are, how consistent you are. I'm not saying don't be consistent, trust me, consistency is very important. When you love someone, you are consistent, yeah, you're consistent with the person. But if you want to know that you're in love, is in the fact that you're not scared of what her answer will be. I think that's another sign. That was like sign number 3. You are not scared of a no from her, because you love her enough. They used to say that if you love somebody, you would also be able to let the person go, because sometimes letting her go is like the best for her. So when you love someone, you would want the best for the person. I don't know why I'm just talking like I'm talking to the guys, but trust me, these signs are like both ways. So when you love a guy as well, you would definitely be able to let him go if that is the best thing for him. Do you understand? So of course, loving, if you want to know if you're in love, if this is another sign, you will be able to let the person go, because it's love and not obsession. It's not obsession. It's not like your life will stop, you will stop breathing if that person is no longer in the picture. That's actually not true, safe at the end of the day. But of course, because it's not that, it will be easy. It will not be, not like it will be easy, but you will be able to, because you're in that space where it is love you have for this person. So if the person does not see the love, or is not able to accept the love, you are able to move on and let the person go. That's another sign. And then for some of us, it might not be like practically something that has to happen, but if you're in that space in your mind where you feel that even if this girl does not end up becoming mine, I can actually let her go, and I'll still love her for who she is. I'll still like her or love her, the way she is. I'll still respect her decision and let her go. If you have that mindset, then trust me, my guy, my sister, that is love. That is love calling unto you. Another sign, which is sign number 4, is that when you realize that you are at peace with this person. Peace is a very important sign as far as I am concerned. When you realize that you are at peace, you are comfortable, you're calm, and you're settled. Actually, love is not in the butterflies. If you have been following this podcast, you would know that it's not about butterflies. It's not about the ecstasy. It's actually not in. It's not in the rush. It's not in the thrill. It's not in the, oh my god, I can't breathe. No, it's not all of that. Love is actually more in the calmness. It's actually more in the peace. It's more in how comfortable you are around this person. And yes, for some friends, you are also calm, you're at peace, you're comfortable, and all of that. That's why friendship is like the sweetest beginning to love. Trust me, is the greatest. Because with friendship, most of the things that you would feel when you are in love is actually, you practice them, or you build them in friendship. Yes. Another sign number 5 that you are in love is when you want to tell people that matters to you about that person. I'm going to share a personal what do I call it now? A personal story, personal experience. Okay, so for me personally, if I like someone, I am actually naturally, I'm a talker. I don't like to say I'm a talker. I'm a talker. I talk a lot. You can actually tell. Who does podcasts if they don't love talking? Right. So But when I like someone, you would know if you're around me, because I would definitely talk about the person. I will keep rambling. I will talk. I will gist you. All of my gists in a week would definitely be about the person. And if I like you and I've not told my siblings about you, I've not told a friend like that is like around me about you, trust me, I don't think I don't like you. Then it means I don't like you, right? I don't like you, or I don't like you enough. There has to be. So it's just like that. For that, I said at the beginning that these signs are not like for everybody applicable and all of that, but there are signs that if you can pick 5, you can pick, I mean, we know ourselves. I'm sure that these signs, you're just looking onto them to confirm what you're already suspicious of. So just let's confirm together for you. So if you talk about them to people around you, talk about them to the matter, you love your friends, yes, but you don't talk about your friends every day to people around you. It's not the gist about. Of course, you have a lot of friends, so if you're particularly talking about one person, every day you're bringing Tola's gist, is Shegun's gist you're bringing every day. Do you even see Shegun today? Do you hear what Shegun even said today? My friend, my sister, my brother in the Lord, love is on your way. All right, another sign is that you listen to them, not just because there's a saying, you don't listen to respond, you listen to understand, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You listen to them to understand them, to see reasons behind their actions. You listen to them. You regard what they have to say. You pay attention to what bothers them and what is important to them. You pay attention to what is important to them. For example, if he's someone that loves football, I don't know, this table might fall down this night. Might fall down today, I mean. If it's someone that loves football, you pay attention. I'm not saying show up and wear the jersey of the club and then go to ball house and shout and jeer with him. I'm saying you will pay attention to it. You will know the days that he has to go to watch match, and it's not on that day that you would want to fix an outing or something like that. So if you're in love with somebody, you would actually pay attention to what's important to them. You would take note. I know they say men don't remember dates and they don't really have great memories, but trust me, if you love someone, you might not remember everything, but you definitely take note of the important things to them. For example, if you know that they're not comfortable when you talk about a particular subject, you won't. Not because you don't have a lot to say on that subject. Maybe you even talk about that subject with every other person, but with that person, you would not, because you know that it's important to them and you would respect them that way. Well, I don't want this episode to be long. I'm working on creating, really short episode for you guys so that you don't have to take a long time to listen. So this is where I'm going to be ending today's episode. If you notice on the flyer, this is just like part 1 of this topic. We're going to be continuing with part 2 next week. How to know you are in love. If you have questions, or you feel like one of the signs I've mentioned is not it, or you have an experience around these signs, please do well to reach out to me via WhatsApp or via my email, olarajdamlalad@gmail.com. You could also make sure to also follow the Instagram account of the podcast, the Journey Called Love _podcast on Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Damilola Daisy. So I come your way again next week with another with the remaining juicy signs. Trust me, these are just like beginning, right? So there are a whole lot more. So come your way next week. Please look at these signs. Like I said, you need a paper and a pen. Jot them down, evaluate, understand, reevaluate, check your feelings, and confirm if what you feel is actually love or you're just playing around. All right, guys. Bye.